We have Mr. Rajit Mehta, who's the MD and CEO at Max India, joining us on the show right now. Very good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us on ET Now. And some positive updates actually coming in for FY24 from the company, with given the fact that the Q4 and FY24 results are slated to be released later this month. If you could take us through the key highlights, also what we can expect from the earnings this time in this year in terms of your overall growth as well as your business across verticals.
Q4 24. We already have about 68 beds operational on the care home side. About 200 odd will get operationalized by the end of first quarter, and hopefully by the end of second quarter or beginning third quarter, we'll have about 150 to 100 beds more. The care home at Gurugram is already contribution positive. Care at home has been is a great story as well. Contribution positive. Also, growth has been about 57% in FY24, 107% in Q4 FY24. On Medcare, which we now have about 1,100 SKUs, on mobility, respiratory side, MOU with IIT Delhi to help us, innovate products for seniors. The growth has been phenomenal, 1.8x in FY24 and 1.6x in Q4 FY24. The latest business vertical that we launched, which is called Age Easy, as the word suggests, helping seniors age with ease and joy, helping them with care solutions for chronic disease conditions. We already launched 3 solutions: the knee pain solution, the fall solution, and the hearing aid solution. There also has been a very healthy growth, sequentially about 53% revenue in Q4 FY24 over Q3 FY24. So overall, quite a satisfactory year and a great quarter as well.
Right, and what we also want to know, Mr. Mehta, firstly, good morning to you. The gross revenue for Antara Assisted Care Services, that's doubled in FY24. Help us understand what's aiding this growth, and can we expect the same and similar growths to continue in FY25?
Well, what is behind this growth is a very healthy growth in all 3 segments. So while we had only 68 beds operationalized for care homes, there's been a growth on that side as well. As I said, about 38%. The care at home segment has grown very well, about 107% in Q4 FY24. Medcare 1.6x in Q4 FY24, and Age Easy, as I said, 53%. So these 3 are, contributing to that growth. Now, hopefully the momentum should sustain. Difficult for me to, give you a figure on that.
Right. Your care at home vertical has seen a doubling in its Q4 gross revenue. If you could tell us what actually drove this growth and what are your projections going ahead?
One is deeper penetration in NCR where we are, but we also entered Bengaluru and Chennai, which have also contributed to that growth. And a steadfast focus on high margin, services in that area, and a lot of focus on patient, safety and satisfaction. So a combination of that and word of mouth has helped us grow, in that vertical.
Right. Also, if you could take us through the upcoming projects, what are the status of your projects in Noida, Gurugram, as well as Bengaluru? And, through this concept, run us through the concept of India's first intergenerational project you were coming up with in Gurugram. Could we give us an update on that?
As I said, the Noida community, the first phase 340 units already sold out. Now waiting approvals for phase 2. And the possession for phase 1 will happen somewhere between December to March, of next year. December of 24 and March of 25 is what I mean. As I said, the financials are quite healthy on that side. Gurugram is a very interesting experiment on intergenerational, where Max Estates is constructing 7 to 8 towers or 2 towers dedicated to senior living, where we have partnered with them to to handle the operations. So it's an interesting experiment, because we have often heard from seniors that while they want exclusive spaces, they also want to be amidst younger people. So it's a combination of that. While there'll be exclusivity in terms of club areas, they will also be part of a large community. That's about 300 units. Bengaluru, as I said, already filed for approvals. Definitive agreements will be signed soon. Term sheet was signed some time back. That's about 1 million square feet, 544 units. That's about 8 minutes, from the airport.
Right. If you could tell us what's the rate of repeat patients, what are the kind of trends that you're witnessing, especially in the renewal side?
That's more relevant for Antara assisted care services. So let's say on AGZ, which is the chronic care, solution, platform, we have been pleasantly surprised. We had expected to have till March of 24 about 500 repeat customers. We launched that in August. We got about 1800, right, which is a vindication of how the product is resonating, with the customers. On care at home and care homes, there's a healthy 40-50% renewal rate, that happens depending on the need of the customer.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Mehta, for joining in with us this morning on ET Now, giving us an understanding in terms of the company and the outlook for the company going forward. But with
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.